Knicks family, welcome back to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with my co-host, Andre Jalil. How you doing, family?
I'm chilling, Paul. How are you?
Same old. Just chilling. Knicks
How's
got a
everybody
dub.
else doing out there?
Everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing good. How about everybody over there?
Everybody over here is doing good, man. We got a W. That's music?
Yeah, it's the background.
Oh, I'm thinking I had something playing. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, man. What's going on, Joe?
yeah, there go. There go regular Joe.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Not so regular Joe.
Not special Joe, not sophisticated, just
Just
regular.
Regular
Yeah,
Joe.
that's it. Nothing crazy.
What's going on, bro?
Not much.
I didn't think he was gonna make it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just got home not too long ago.
It's all good. Well, good night to be on rather than last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We could have had that 3-point at the end of regulation, man. I was so mad.
And it was by Nicholas Batum. It's my fault. I blame myself because I was just saying early in the game, I'm like, yo, this guy, I remember I thought this guy was going to be nice. And he ended up being mad trash. Started talking mad shit. And there you go.
He was like, oh, mad trash?
He was like, oh, I agree.
Yeah, you know what he is, though? He's a good player to have on your team, bro.
He's one of the best role players in the league and has been for years. So, I mean, he's one of the best glue guys in the league, man, and it showed. Like, he steps up, and he's not gonna always hit those shots. There's games where he probably doesn't even touch 10 points half the time, but he's gonna hit the shot that matters. But
had him on one of my fantasy teams. He don't drop 10 like.
Speaking of fantasy, I forgot I'm supposed to be in. Damn, it's over. I don't even know. I don't want to look now. It's too late to put lineups in. I ain't checked the last.
It's way too late. What you mean too late?
It's way too late. It's about to be Monday. It's crazy.
It's a wrap. Whatever you got now is what you got.
Was what I got. But anyway, so yes, lost last night. Don't really want to harp too much on it. I did want to talk about it a little bit. Big game by Brunson, 41 points. I don't know what he's been on lately. This dude's been on something. I think now he's out to prove who he is. You know what I'm saying? I think he did feel a way about the All-Star snub for a second, and I think he just got right back to business after that. I don't think he's gonna harp on it too much. He sounded happy for Julius, and you know, he just wanted to dump that energy into him instead of making it about himself. You know what I mean? Make it about Julius, and that's what a good teammate would do. But tonight, great game tonight. Down 21, which you know a lot.
Whenever they come back, I'd be like, they ain't gonna come back from this.
You know, every time, like the whole game, they were inching back. I'm like, I don't believe it yet. Even when they got the lead, I'm like, yo,
it came back and then they're gonna let it go again. It
was 2 minutes.
What's his name was playing like it meant something to him though.
Who?
Evan Fournier.
Yo, it was like 2 minutes left, and it was like a 10-point lead, and I'm like,
and he just knocking him down like he don't care. He looked like he was having fun though.
Nah, he was smiling. He ended up fouling out, you know what I mean? But big game by him for staying ready. 17 points by Evan Fournier, who, you know, we only seeing him when other people are out, you know what I'm saying? So shorthanded tonight without RJ, without Mitch, and still came through and got the win at home, which has been an issue for us. Is winning games at home. But tell me what you guys saw. What you guys see tonight? Talk to me, Drake.
Fournier. So Fournier busting that. Well, it was fun to see that because you know he's not getting time.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to RJ tonight?
Illness. It was late game scratch. He had like a illness.
Bro, you seen that during that Central? What's his name said about him during the last game?
Who?
RJ Barrett. I'm sorry to get on that.
What?
He said he's the worst player on defensively on the team.
Oh yeah. Clyde definitely did say that on national.
I think statistically on air.
On air.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they gotta get to him and talk to him about shit not to say on air. Like Clyde letting that shit fly, bro. Like,
hey man, that's why some people love him and that's why some people hate him. Some people love him because he's honest.
I hated it. I can't stand his voice.
His honesty, bro.
But he's saying it like it is. And the thing is, coming from him, he's not saying it like he's trying to be mean or nothing like that. It just seemed like he was just saying like the fact. It was like a fact.
Yeah, he
Right.
was looking at the numbers.
Right. He said
was like,
statistically.
The numbers say that he's the worst player on the team. Worst defensive
I
player.
mean, yeah, a 70-year-old man looking at advanced stats. Like, clap it up, yo.
Word.
Clap it up.
Word, that's facts.
Word,
He's like,
word.
all right, well, these numbers say that the worst defensive player on the team is RJ.
But that goes back to that game where he didn't finish the game, is right. He's like, I got nothing to say. And
Well,
you get benched at the end.
That game, he earned that benching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he didn't play well that game.
He didn't play well. RJ earned that benching. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, he didn't want to talk. Like, people made a big deal that he didn't want to talk. Personally, Randall did the same.
Nobody really wants to talk after a game. Like
yeah, but
I wouldn't.
last year when Randall didn't talk for like 5 straight games to the media? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happened.
I wouldn't want to talk about it either. Like, y'all seen what happened. I play like shit, and coach said that I wasn't one of the best 5 guys that should be out there. Like,
that's it.
Come on, yo.
Boom.
Like, there ain't really nothing else to talk about. There ain't really nothing to say. Like,
yeah, that
you seen what happened.
You ain't gonna play your way out of a bad slump. Like, it's just it's over.
It's
over. The only way he was getting back in that game is if somebody fouled out or got hurt.
Right. And then he ended up coming back next game. The next game is and dropping 30. You know what I mean? So it's you know, I mean, this he's a mixed bag for sure. He's not always,
say the least.
Yeah, he's not always the most fun player to watch. I just wish the best for him. I mean, I
do love the fact that he always goes to the basket. I just love that.
I don't necessarily.
I knew you was gonna say that.
You knew I was gonna say that.
Do mid range,
bro, man. Yes,
he always missing his layup.
You're a wing. You're a wing player.
He's like, not a wing.
He is a wing player. He's not a guard.
He's playing a wing position, but he's not a wing.
I mean, regardless, you're a guard / wing who's not a point guard. So I would like to see 3 levels of scoring. That's it.
The reason why I say I like him going to the basket,
every successful starter in the league that's a 2 or 3 can score on 3 levels.
That's probably why he goes to the basket a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to have this conversation because now you kind of start to go into, all right, so, well, what's the point of having him here if, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to get there, but I mean, if we're, like I've said to Joe a few times, if the defense knows, close out, and then he's going to drive. And the moment he drives, send everybody to the paint. And then you pretty much got him. And then look at his percentage at the end of the game. If it's that easy to run a game plan for you, then we got to start questioning what we're doing.
But you know what's weird, though?
Yeah.
Like, in the games where he plays really well, he doesn't just, it's not just the scoring and the shooting or the finishing. Like, usually the games where he plays really well, he also makes all of the right reads as far as kicking out and stuff like that. And then there's other nights where it's just like, he's blind, bro?
A rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie. He goes from crazy, to a 4-year player, like, night to night.
It's crazy how some games he could see the floor so well, make all these great kick-out passes. Without Mitch, we don't see the lob as much. I don't know why. He only finds Mitch for lobs.
I mean...
But honestly, like, there's really no lobs since Mitch been out, from being honest. It's not even part of the offense.
Nobody throws lobs. Like, that's not even part of our offense. Like, you see a lob, it's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, yo, you know that the lob is coming, like they're ready to play for it.
Sims was about to catch one tonight. But
yeah. And then
we seen my man. Yeah, they wasn't having it.
That shit,
but
they laid him the hell out, bro. I was driving my car watching it, and then I heard it on my car speakers. I was like, damn, that shit was crazy.
You heard him fall.
I was like, yo, I was trying to pull out the lot that I was in onto a main road, and I seen it. I was like froze, like as I was doing it. I was like, yo, this is not something I should be watching right now.
100%.
It was crazy. Did you see that part, Drake? When
I don't think I caught that one.
Yeah, they tried to. I think it was in the first or second quarter.
Yeah, that shit looks scary.
Yeah, they tried to throw the lob to Jericho, and he literally like landed parallel to the floor, like he was parallel in the air, and landed on his stomach. just clap. I was like, yo, that was crazy. It was scary, but he got right back up. He popped right back up. He was good. But
that's because he's young and he's like 19 at 20, something like that.
That's what they said. Exactly what he said. I think it was Richard Jefferson and JJ. They was like, yo, that's youth right there.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah, I think that, I see all of the comments, bro. Like, people, I'm gonna keep defending them until I can't no more. Like, people going after my man Tibbs, and it's just like, it's only so much he could do, bro. Like, I mean, this team is in every. Hold on. This team is in every game, every single night. They never get blown out. They almost never get blown out. And a lot of the games that they lose, like, sometimes there's only so much he could do. Right. Like, he can't make them grab that defensive rebound last night. They got to go get that rebound. How many games we seen this team lose because they didn't make their free throws at the end, right? Or they couldn't grab a defensive rebound. Like, the defensive rebounding at the end of the games for this team is just...
Yeah, I think most of the issue that people have with Tibbs is, all right, we already know that he's not a great offensive coach. So it's the easiest thing to jump to when you find out something else to be pissed at him.
That's true, but this team scores more than enough points to win most nights.
Right,
like,
but
the offense is not broken.
Nah, but what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. That's just the fallback. That's always the fallback is the offense. But to be honest with you, the main issue that anyone has with Tibbs is his rotation. That's usually the main issue that everybody has with him. It's like, all right,
and the rotation is not perfect, but even with an imperfect rotation, this team has a chance to win every single night.
For sure. But it's just like,
so
people you can't expect people to not be upset.
This is what bothers me, though, bro.
Playing certain guys, and then all of a sudden you play Evan Fournier for all of these straight games, and you don't let Cam Reddish touch the floor. Like, that's what people are upset with Tibbs about. And then they just.
But this is what bothers me, though, bro. What bothers me is, so you got this guy, right? This coach who is up at, I don't know, all kinds of the night, right? Studying, getting his team ready. The games get played, right? The evidence of that plays out on the court that his team is ready to play every single night, right? Everything that you heard about Tibbs is true, good or bad. But Knicks fans, for whatever reason, even given our history with coaches, players, execs, whatever, they're not afraid to lose this guy. They're not afraid of who the next guy is. Right. I'm terrified of who the next guy is.
That goes for players and coaches. That's just who we are as a freaking fan base. Like, for players and coaches, they're ready to get the first guy out of here and the next guy in. We don't know nothing.
That's why I said tonight in the comment section of the live thread, I was like, yo, some days I really want Tibbs to get fired, so the next guy could come in and y'all could ask for him to get fired too.
I mean, you know what's gonna happen.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified for Tibbs to get fired because I don't know what's next. But I know what I'm seeing now. What I see now is a team that they get their chances every night, bro.
Right.
They should have won that game last night.
I mean, let's be real. If Tibbs had a bunch of stars on the team, I guarantee that team plays well on most nights and has a chance to win almost every night. So
I believe that if you give this guy like a legit top end talent, I believe that you got a chance to win a championship, bro.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, you gotta have guys who are a little bit more creative offensively to get to that point.
That's what I mean. That's why I said top flight talent. Like, give them give them 2 all-world guys, bro.
Yeah,
and then let's talk about what's gonna happen, bro.
A Luka and one other guy. You know what I'm saying? Like something
But
like that.
I don't think we need an all-world guy to get into a nice little playoff run this season. I think that we get. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what they're going to do in terms of trades. I don't know if they're going to do anything that makes sense. You know, with the history.
I think we need an all-world guy.
What's the all-world guy? You talking about like a KD?
I mean, someone of that talent level, a KD.
I mean, every team needs an all-world guy.
To really make a run in the playoffs.
All-world guy, like right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My point was though, give this guy an all-world guy, right?
And he's going to have a good team.
Then let's talk about it, bro.
Right.
Like,
but we got who we got, and he's doing his thing. You know, we still above 500. I get you.
But when I say like, what was that you just asked? That I'm sorry.
In terms of what?
You asked about a playoff run.
No, I'm
here like the whole thing.
Do we need an all-world guy for a playoff run or to be
absolutely because we're gonna be like the sixth. A playoff run, which could ultimately turn into a championship.
I don't know about it.
I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna be honest, because
we're gonna end up a 6 seed, bro. We're not getting. We talked about this, bro. We're not getting out of the first round.
We got now.
But listen, this is what I'm saying. We don't know how they're gonna finish their seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like that's also another thing because the Sixers were just number 1 in the East, and they weren't coming into tonight because the Celtics got back in there. And they just lost again. You know what I'm saying? So like we don't know how these standings are really gonna settle at the end of the year. So what I'm saying is a playoff. What do you consider a playoff run? First of all, either from both
out of the first round, we get out the first round.
Eastern Conference Finals at least, and then we'll see what happens from there.
So this is what I'm saying. Both of y'all are saying two different expectations to what a playoff run is. So Dre is saying the playoff run is to getting out of the first round, and you're saying the playoff run is get into the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, you got to me a run is winning at least 2 rounds.
To get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you definitely need an all-world player, like without a doubt. There's no way you get into the Eastern Conference Finals.
I believe this coach is good enough that if you give him that guy, or if you give him 2 really, really good guys, that he could get that team to that point.
I think.
Let me ask you something.
I think so.
Are you guys fine with bumping RJ out of that position if we did get a wing? Like if we got an OG, RJ Barrett loses his starting.
He wouldn't. If we got OG, then Grimes is going to the bench. Unfortunately,
you rather him go to the bench right now over RJ?
I'm saying that's what's going to happen.
He ain't saying what he prefers.
But I'm asking the same
I'm not saying what I prefer.
You notice he threw unfortunately in there.
I mean, to be honest with you, like
I like Grimes.
I like Grimes as well, but I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to sit here and say that I would rather him start over RJ. I think there's a lot of other things that RJ brings to the table that Grimes doesn't bring.
But we know Grimes is on the wing, and RJ is playing the wing.
No, but you just said RJ earlier. You said RJ is not a wing. He's a guard.
That's
playing wing.
So that's why I believe that it would make sense if we got OG. I'm just, theoretically.
No, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing because that's what we were saying. That's what we said on the other show. If we were to get OG, RJ would have to play the 2. Like he's not playing the 3 over OG.
Right. So you think he would be bumped down to the 2, and then they ship Grimes to the bench?
I think that would work because at least it gives you some production a consistent production off the bench. Because
I wonder though. I do wonder this.
Quickly.
You think that moving to the 2 might help RJ defensively? Because I feel like he give up a lot of size to some of these 6'8" wings.
Did you see how he getting
but he also gives up give up a little bit of quickness to the 2 guards.
But he's not quick at all. Quick is not his
I know
thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
That's why, and I think that a good move would be if we did get an OG. If RJ's not in that trade or Grimes isn't in that trade, it makes sense that I don't know if you could put RJ on the bench. I don't know if that makes sense in reality. Like you said, Cat. Unfortunately, Grimes will go to the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see OG would be that guy that would be like that real 3 that he got the length,
absolutely,
got the height, he's got the athleticism.
We talked about how perfect he is. It's just is it worth 3 first-round picks? And is it like
it might be if that
is it a needle mover?
He's Tibbs' dream. First of all,
I'm doing it.
But I just don't know how much of a needle mover he is, bro.
I don't care. I'm doing it. You know why? Because
I take that 3 because you know what? You know who will come to this team now? Not that when you get an
I
OG,
know
right?
Cap's belief is you gotta start somewhere, which is what I was saying with the Jalen signing.
OG is a prototype.
Got to start building.
He went from overpaid to underpaid in less than half a season, right? You get somebody like OG and in that position, and I don't know what they do. Whether because if RJ Barrett they keep him there and then he don't perform, they probably try to switch it up. That guy, the reason why I say he's Tibbs' perfect guy is because his defense, like if you look at his plays in there, that dude is not just like an offensive guy. Like he can knock down a 3. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic. He's dunking on dudes. I think that Tibbs would be drooling, and he would move for
Tibbs would definitely be drooling.
He'd be drooling.
He wouldn't be able to wait to sick OG on somebody.
OG, if he had OG, Julius, and Mitchell Robinson, like he's dreaming. Like I think that we do because OG play his defense is superb. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think that gets us, like you said, we're not getting chopped by Kawhi the same way we did like last night. That changes the game.
Yeah, and that's the problem. The main reason why I'm making a trade for OG is kind of what Joe was saying, and it was because our team lacks length. We have no length.
It really do.
Outside of Mitch, we have no length, none. Julius he does not have length. He has short arms. He's not a lengthy guy. He's a brolic.
And the two guys that do have length, are short. Quickly and Deuce.
Quickly and Deuce.
They said a lot of good things about Quickly.
Right. They got long arms, but they're both 6'1", 6'3".
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So getting OG, it allows you to.
Quickly's only 6'3".
Yeah, he's
6'3". Yeah.
I think like 6'10" wingspan or something like that.
Wow.
Actually, that's about
crazy like that.
That sounds like me. Actually, I have a 6'9" wingspan. I measured it the other day. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You can measure right here.
You do got long ass arms.
You got the tape measure right here. 6'9". Nah, but
yeah, my shit like 6'6".
It might be 6'2"ish. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I'm getting OG for that reason. You need length. You need every team in this league has length at the wing. That's good. Every team in this league that's good has length at the wing.
I think that's a needle mover, Joe.
For
that's
sure.
Yeah, it's the one thing we don't have. And the one guy we do have that does have that, he's sitting on the bench and he ain't getting in no time soon.
What's up with that, man?
I don't care. Me and Cap both agree, like, it don't bother me that Cam is not playing.
Yeah, but
don't get me wrong, not over Evan. I do like it's kind of like damn, like you playing Evan mad minutes, and I get it. Evan dropped 17 tonight. You're not always gonna get this game from Evan though. You know,
I'd rather play Evan over him though.
Of course.
One thing I know about Evan is one, Evan is a more capable shooter, and two, I know that Evan is gonna at least play with professional effort, bro. Yeah. And the same can't be said for Cam on any given night.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and that's also the reason why I truly don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it, but as a coach, like there's situations where Cam will work. That's the only thing. Like he's not playing them at all.
I think we could have used some Cam the other night against the Clippers. But if you put Cam in right now.
Oh yeah, he don't give a shit.
What's today? Today is the 5th, so our next game is the 7th. If you put Cam in on February 7th, 2023, you don't wonder what type of effort you're gonna get?
You ain't getting shit out of him.
Nah, you're really not gonna. The thing is that
ain't that the deadline Thursday?
Thursday's the deadline. So you kind of the team has committed to trading him. So there's no point. There's no point in playing him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows his value at this point. There's no raising Cam's value. There's nothing playing him between now and Thursday is going to do to raise his value.
He could score 30 in the next game, and people are going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. We know who you are. You'll drop 7 in the next game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Trade before Thursday or by the deadline?
Huh?
We making a trade?
I think we are making a trade. It's not going
to be.
We're
making a trade. I don't know if it's gonna be I'm not sure if we're gonna make an impact trade, but we're making a trade definitely.
We're definitely at least making a role player trade without a doubt. We're trying to bolster our bench. I did hear some Malik Beasley news, which I would welcome because we do need some shooting and scoring off our bench.
I hear people saying that Malik don't play defense. Listen, man, bring him in, yo.
Come on, bro.
Bring him in. Bring him in, yo.
They saying
all I need is for him to like put his body in front of somebody and shoot 40% from three.
Yo, name all the guys on this team on one hand that
plays good D.
There's
Grimes,
Deuce.
That's it. We got 3.
It probably stops right there.
That's it.
So bring that guy in. That's gone.
Right. We got 12 other guys who don't play defense. It's not gonna hurt us.
Bring that guy in. That's gonna light it up, bro.
Come on, yeah. We need offense. That's what I need. I'd rather see some offense. That's personally, I need to see us put some more points on the board. I do like how we defend on most nights. Our effort is there. I do want to see more consistent effort on certain nights with certain things. It's like sometimes it's like we just give up. Like, you know what I mean? Last night versus the Clippers, it was just like effort. That's effort. That was an effort thing. We could have had that. You know what I mean? We were up. We had the lead. We lose it. We go to overtime. We get spanked in overtime. Like,
yeah, I feel like this team, though, bro. This team had numerous opportunities this season to throw in the towel, bro, and they haven't done it.
Not under tip. They're not throwing in no damn towel.
But that's the thing, though, bro. People always criticize this coach, but one thing that bro, like this team is. You could give them as many gut punches as you want. They're gonna keep coming.
They're gonna keep fighting.
Down 17 the other night. What was it? Down 20 tonight?
21.
Down 21 tonight. Like, and then down 9 in the third quarter, where it looked like it was gonna get away from them again. They fought back again. Like, yo, this team is just relentless, bro. Relentless, man. And to me, that's testament to Tom Thibodeau, bro.
But see. And this is why people don't like how I bring this analogy up, but I kind of always, the moment we signed him, I saw him as the Mark Jackson for this team, the same way Mark Jackson was for
the guy who changes the culture, and then but do you trust the Knicks to pick the next guy?
No, I don't. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that's the role that Tom Thibodeau would play. So they're gonna get rid of him for a flashy guy. This is gonna happen, guys. Like, I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
No, forget about the flashy guy, bro. How about this scenario? How about eventually he's out of here, right? And a lot of people been crying for what's my man's name, Johnny Bryant, right? What if Johnny Bryant steps in? What if Johnny Bryant steps in, and we quickly find out that Johnny's not that guy? Then Knicks fans gonna be like, "Oh my God, see, we should have." Then you're gonna have the people who said we should have kept Tibbs, and then the people who said that we should have fired Tibbs. They're gonna be fighting with each other, and Knicks fans gonna be at war. When in reality, you should have never let the guy walk in the first place until you found somebody who you knew was better, bro.
I think you let him play out his contract.
At least.
Think this is the year 3 of that contract.
Yeah, 3. I think next year is the final year, right?
No, he has
a 5. Is it 5? It's 5? Okay.
Which was outrageous to me when I heard it. They gave him a 5-year deal.
Is it though?
Cool with the commitment. Yeah, but you don't really see 5-year deals for anyone signed to the Knicks.
That's true too, but they knew that they knew that when they hired him, they hired a truly credible guy though. And that's why I think they're willing to give him 5 years.
I mean, that was Dre's favorite guy when we brought him in. That was who Dre wanted. Wasn't it who it was? It was either him or Kenny Atkinson.
I wanted Tibbs.
You didn't want Tibbs? Yo, my man said.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, when was I excited?
Yo, man said.
I'm like sitting here thinking, like, what did I say that made you think I wanted Tibbs? When I remember when they said they hired Tibbs, I was like, all right, well, they went with somebody that, like you said, that they thought they had the right guy. But I was like, I wasn't necessarily upset, but I didn't want it to be Tibbs. But I was like, all right, he must have said the right things in that meeting and all that. And then I realized all the connections with him and Taj, and they always wanted to go back to New York, and that was like a thing for him, it seemed like. But
I was cool with Tibbs or Kenny Atkinson. I was 100% cool with either
Kenny
one.
Atkinson, I would have thought would have been doper, but Tibbs was, I was like, all right, I guess we got to see how this goes.
See, but this thing about Kenny strikes me as the Kerr guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the decision to not, he accepted the job in Charlotte for the Hornets position, and then turned the job down because he wanted to continue to learn under Steve Kerr. And that's just sounds like a Steve Kerr move. Steve Kerr went from, what was it, Phoenix in the front office to or I think he started in San Antonio working under Pop. You know what I mean? And it's you just gain that experience.
I always wonder, and I go back and forth with it. Is Steve a great coach? I'm not sure.
We don't know. We will never know.
The reason why I say that is when things are not going right in Golden State, like they go really, really wrong, yo.
You could say the same thing for every team that Phil Jackson coached, though.
Really? Like, where? I'm trying to think, I can't even remember a Phil team being like really bad.
No, that year when Kobe was asking for a trade and all that shit, they were pretty bad.
Yeah? I don't remember, bro.
They were they weren't like bottom of the league.
Nah, but like you see like these Steve Kerr years, bro.
Nah, when you're missing your two
I was that's the Steve Kerr thing, but Steve Kerr
when you
was
see two and three best players, like it's different when you're trying to coach stars.
Bro, but even now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Curry back, right? Times when Curry gets hurt, and you still got, people still love Draymond. You still got Draymond, right? I'm gonna say Draymond because people always pump Draymond's name up. So
Draymond is a major key to that system.
And then you got Jordan Poole. Like, you should be able to steal some games. Like, we've seen them like play really bad ball when Steph is out, bro.
Listen,
like terrible ball, bro.
I think they relied so heavily on Steph for so long. Now, Clay is not the old Clay. Like, everyone knows that. Like that shit.
He's not.
I feel like Clay is.
I question how great. I think Kerr is good. I question if he's great.
I don't
think he's great, bro.
Until we coach great at all. Another team with another set of stars, we won't ever tell. That's the only way you'll be able to tell. The reason why we all called Phil Jackson great is because even though he always did have one or two great players, like even though the teams changed dramatically, and he still was able.
When he got there, but like when he got to Chicago, right? I believe he played Doug Collins. Night and day, bro. Yep. When he replaced Del Harris in LA, night and day, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like Shaq was already there, bro.
Yeah, but
that's not mistaken.
Though. Like, even when their teams changed, like even what was the year that they had Karl Malone and
who, the Lakers?
Yeah, Karl Malone and what's the guy? Gary Payton
and Kobe. Gary Payton. Was that Phil still though? Was that still Phil?
I think that still was Phil because I think didn't he have?
I hated them going over there trying to get that championship.
Yeah, and everybody was happy when they didn't get it. I need to see what year that was. Karl Malone on the Lakers.
I think it was still
1 year or 2 years.
I think it was still Phil.
He played his third finals in 2004. Yeah, hell yeah, it had to be Phil. Because it was Shaq and Kobe was still there. Yeah, so it was still Phil. But like they didn't win a championship. I don't even know how good they were that year. How good were they that year?
I don't know, but they had a lot of wash guys.
They did. I mean, that was a wash squad, bro. Like it was terrible.
Malone was washed. Peyton was big washed.
He couldn't
But
stay.
they thought they wasn't washed though. That's the worst part.
I mean, they still had a 56-20 record, and that's matter of fact, they still went to the finals that year. That's the year they lost to the Pistons.
They did.
That's
go
what
to
I
the
was saying.
finals
I
that
remember
year?
Carmelo not getting it, and I was happy.
Which proves my point about Phil though. Like,
They still got
Phil
to the
didn't
finals.
have Phil did not have very many. Phil didn't have very many like lean years, bro. Like his teams were pretty much good every time he coached.
He did. I mean, but this is what I'm saying. It's the same thing for Steve Kerr. Like you're never gonna know until he coaches a bad team. I guarantee you, if Phil Jackson coached like the Knicks like a few years ago when we wanted him to coach the Knicks, we would have really seen how that shit would have been bad, bro. It would have been terrible. Imagine.
My phone is making me nervous. I'm looking at the battery, like.
Oh boy. Yeah, Lonnie's in the chat. Learns he said Curry's just that good. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yep. He said they lost to Detroit. Malone and Payton had Canes. They definitely did. But like I said, he still had Kobe and Shaq. So I mean, there wasn't much you weren't going to be able to do with those two there. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I just think that those old legs they gave out when you ran into a team like the Pistons, like that team was a whole starting lineup of stars. Like that was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rip Hamilton.
And they played together. They didn't really have like a star or a guy who they like. Yeah.
No egos. I loved it. That was when Rashid was playing great. Ben Wallace was playing great. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Lindsey Hunter was lighting it up off the bench.
They knew their roles, man. And it's crazy because they always talk about what if we drafted Carmelo, and I think one of them said, who was it? I think it was Rashid or Chauncey. He was like, he said we would have kept winning. He said if we'd have drafted Carmelo. But you know, the question is, where do you put him on that team?
I mean, he would have been in Tayshaun Prince's role.
Do you really do that though?
Of course you do that. What do you mean?
Bro,
it's Carmelo Anthony.
But it was Carmelo Anthony coming out of college. You starting him over Tayshaun Prince right out of high school?
You 100%. Even if you don't do it straight out, like he's come on. It's right. Carmelo Anthony.
This is exactly why they did. This is what I'm saying. This is why they didn't do it. Because they would.
Well, how'd that work out for them?
Well, they got a championship, and I guess that's all that mattered. So you know what I'm saying? They did their Toronto thing.
How did Darko work out for them?
That Darko thing.
That another chick.
Shout out to Darko. Once a Knick, always a Knick.
Lion says good coaches take players and make a good team based on the team itself, but they need superstars too. Players and coaches need each other. Without
100%. 100%.
And that's going back to what we were talking about originally, and that's Tibbs. I think Tibbs, he's a great coach. Am I gonna say he's the right guy? I don't know until we get that team. No coach is gonna be the right guy until we have that team. You know what I mean? To be that
Some
team.
Knicks fans think that we got that team now. That's the problem.
Who the hell are they?
I don't know, but that's the way I could only go by the comments.
Bro,
the insinuations.
There's a lot of stuff in this team I'm scared about. There's a lot of things in the air. I mean, RJ's in the air. Like I don't know what's going on with RJ. He needs to figure it out soon.
The thing about me and RJ, man, I've been saying this for years about RJ. I always feel like I feel like everybody was like so high on RJ this, RJ that, and that's why I did that whole thing where he ain't scoring 40. And I was like, All-Star game. I don't know about that. You know, they was saying he's gonna be an All-Star. Remember we had homeboy on the
Right. But the thing about it is,
what I see in RJ is what I've been seeing in him.
See, but that's the thing though. I think the problem with RJ is there is the direction of the team. I think that's the issue that he's dealing with, is that they go from 1 year being focused on the young guys to next year focus back on stars and Julius Randle and someone else that you bringing in there.
But bro,
they just last year at the end of the year he was like damn near the main guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how.
But Cat, man, I hate that, bro, because what I always say, bro. If you're that guy, bro,
You're that
none of
guy.
that is none of that is gonna matter.
You're that guy. That's
Like
it.
Right, but
none
this is
of
what
that
I'm
is gonna
saying.
matter.
This is what I'm saying. Like, so at this point, what do we do? Like, because
You don't do anything. He's the third option, and it's that simple.
is he the third option if OG's here?
He might
Yes,
not be
he's
here
still
if
the
we
third
go.
option.
He's still the
Yeah,
third option with OG
yes,
here?
yep. So OG can stand in the corner and hit threes and do whatever he
I
do.
don't know, bro. I don't know if he's the third option over OG.
I would
Because to
have
be
to
honest with
watch
you,
Toronto
Who
play
we
more
giving up for
often
OG
because
first of all?
I
Who we
think
giving up?
to be honest with you, they have pretty much the same kind of game.
I would have to watch OG play. Like I don't really see Toronto run a lot of offense through OG. You know what I
He's
mean?
still averaging.
I see the Knicks run offense through RJ.
Yeah, I think OG's gonna
So
slow back
I
a
don't
little bit.
know. I don't know if OG is the type of guy you can run offense through. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't get to see him play every night.
All I'm
So it's
saying,
hard for me to
I'm
call it.
comfortable being patient with RJ's development if they're going to develop him the correct way. If he's not going to be doing things that accelerate his development, and he's still having the same kind of inefficient games he's had since he's came in the league, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you kind of have to figure out what you're gonna do him like that, and that's the problem that I've always had with RJ. I'm like, all right, if you're gonna be inefficient, cool, but be inefficient in your development stages. Like, I'm okay with that, but come out of that. Like, you can't just stay with those habits of whatever you're doing to just be inefficient. Like I said, if you're not going to be dunking, if you're not going to be going over the top on a lot of guys, then driving to the basket 90% of the time is not really going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be a step back in there where you just throw a mid-range in there, because that opens up the amount of times you can drive to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that that is just a way you can make someone, and I see what you're saying, Lonnie. Like if you're saying they aren't going to develop him, then get rid of him. Like, because this is the max that you're going to get from RJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be a number one and number two guy to develop a player. You know what I mean? Like, that's my issue with it. Like, if you're gonna have this guy that you're paying this much money, you gotta make him. You can't just stick him in the corner and just run your offense through Brunson and Julius.
But I think he gets his opportunities though. It's not like he just
That's what I was gonna say.
out
It's
there.
his
Opportunities.
He's averaging 16.9 points, and I don't think they running any offense to him.
No, he gets his offense when he runs through the bench.
This is what I'm saying. He's a hustler. You know what I'm saying? He gets a steal. Yeah, OG, I think, and that's the kind of player he is. So I don't think he's going to be like a third option or a second. You know, I just think that he's going to get his buckets through hustling and being in the right spots and stuff like that. But
which
has to be saying
RJ's game.
What?
Which is basically RJ's game. Which is why I'm saying, like, you would OG would probably be a better version of what you want RJ to be.
But then you see RJ have these nights like he did against Miami
when he had 30, right?
It's just like, yo, bro, like, what's good?
And that's my thing. It's the inefficiency. Now, when he's hot, I don't mind him. Like, I really don't mind him attacking the basket when he's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're not going to go over the top, like, he can only have these games when there's not a shot blocker in there. Any game, any team that you have a shot blocker,
I mean,
have a bad
he scored 30 against Miami with Bam down there.
He's not a shot blocker. And they play pretty small.
Bam block shots, bro.
Yeah, of course. He's a big. Of course he's going to block shots. But I'm like, he's not like Brook Lopez out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like a shot blocker. He's not like the Rudy Gobert's, the Jared Allen's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's a big guy shot blocker.
Yeah, he's a hybrid big that does block shots, but he's not like, you know, like Mitch, Brook, these guys. That's what I'm saying. He's not a shot blocker like his archetype.
You think what am I trying to say? You think that my brain glitch, bro. You think Mitch is a better shot blocker than
The Bam?
Bam?
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
You don't think Mitch is a better shot blocker than Bam Bam?
Absolutely.
I would have to look at the numbers, but I think they would suggest differently, bro.
What's the numbers?
What is the numbers? Let's see blocks per game. NBA blocks.
I think Mitch blows him out.
I don't think it's that
I don't think it's a big. I don't think there's a big.
Mitchell Robinson stats.
Let me just see. Blocks per game right now. Oops, wrong one. All right, 2023 blocks per stats. Okay. We have. All right, I'm talking about blocks. All right, there we go. Mitchell Robinson is 5th. Bam Adebayo is
17.
No, that's not no.
I'm about to be like, word.
No, actually.
I hate when they don't throw the stats.
Bam Adebayo was 46th. Yeah, it's not even close.
Really?
It's not even close. That's
how
what.
Many he average? How many he average?
0.8.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, Mitch averages 1.8, like a whole block per game.
Like, let me get like a whole. Watch out, Bam. I got it.
Yeah, let me see that real quick.
Bam is athletic, but he ain't like a shot blocker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he gets those blocks, but he's not. That's the archetype I was talking about. When if you have RJ and you're going against a Mitch, a Brook Lopez, especially Milwaukee, RJ almost never has a good game against Milwaukee. You got Giannis down there. You got Giannis and you got Brook Lopez down there.
Let me ask you something.
It's a nightmare for him, bro.
Do they factor in if he misses a game and they count the game as a 0 block, or do they count the games that only he's in? That's how the
he has to play.
He has to play.
All right.
He has to play at least 1 second.
That's almost 2 blocks a game. Just about. Not to mention the ones that they don't count. Like if somebody's fouled and he blocks and they don't count that.
We're talking about Mitch.
Yeah.
It's basically two blocks per game, and he's come down since he's been in the league.
And what you saying? He's 4th in the league in blocks.
He's 5th, I believe. He is 5th. He's 5th in the league in blocks. It starts with Nick Claxton, Brook Lopez, Miles Turner, Walker Kessler. Wow.
Who?
Utah's ball.
That kid is having a year too.
He's having a hell of a year. Utah's having a hell of a
year.
Who's this? Walker Kessler. Isn't he a rookie?
I think so, yeah.
Let me see. Walker Kessler is what year is this for?
Either a rookie or a second-year player.
20. Yeah, he's definitely he was a 22nd pick last year.
Okay.
Center. He averages how much is he averaging? It was just on this page. Walker Kessler is averaging 7.8 points per game, 7.4 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Yeah, the kids. He's making an impact out there.
That's pretty damn good on a team that's winning and surprising in the league right now. But yeah, Mitch is he's 5th, and then there's Joel Embiid, Kristaps Porzingis. But yeah, my man is 46. So
good to see. It's good to see KP back up there, because remember we was like, yo, what happened to his shot blocking? It just disappeared for a few years.
Right. Lonnie said Larry Bowling in Utah. Larry's definitely
Larry. I don't know what happened to him. He was like,
everybody. Larry out there going crazy.
He said, I think it's just it's a more comfortable environment for him.
Yeah. It must be
He's like the only guy out there.
Must be something in the water out there, bro.
Must be something in.
I tried to ask Craig Gandalf.
In the whites only water fountain out there.
Hey, I tried to ask Gandhi what was in the water out there. He wouldn't tell me the secret though.
You okay?
you know he live up there.
He does.
Yeah.
That
he wouldn't.
I don't know. People don't really have a good experience in visiting Utah to play against their team. I'll say.
I mean,
like players notoriously hate playing in Utah.
Utah is like a different planet, bro.
Mountains.
Like they don't have sex till marriage. Like
that's why Mark is playing so good.
It's like a completely different.
Season.
It's like a completely different planet, bro.
Yo, I just remember all of the times.
But when they do, bro, you ever see how many kids these Mormons be having, bro?
Nah, they be having a tribe. Like, it's crazy.
What?
It's crazy. That life is just weird. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Like I was saying,
the stats for the night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we never got into the stats for the night. Is it even worth it at this point? Let me see.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we won the game, right? So shit. Let's just talk about it real quick. Let's throw the stats.
It's absolutely worth it.
It's absolutely worth it. So let's just go through it real quick. So in place of RJ Barrett, Manuel quickly starts tonight. Didn't really have a particularly good game. As you can see, has the highest or the lowest plus minus out there with negative 19. I mean, not much of anything. He was 2 for 8 from the field. Over 3.
Yo, look at Evan Fournier plus minus.
Evan Fournier was a 28. I mean, Miles McBride was a 34, which is just crazy. He's starting to hit shots now. See, we were talking about this.
I called him out, bro. He heard me.
He must have heard all of us because we were
I'm taking credit. I'm taking credit.
I don't care. Take credit. I don't care who takes the credit, but we need to keep calling him out when he plays like shit. He doesn't play like shit. It's the thing. He's all effort, and I love that about Deuce. I'm so concerned. Like, he took a wide open 3, and I got concerned today, and he missed it. And I was like, see, this is why I get concerned.
Yo, bro.
We only got 4 points.
It's for me though. It's in there, right? Like, he's 48% from 3 in the G League, bro. Like, there's something to that, right?
I think no, only because it's different when you have guys that can close out at a way higher rate. You guys have way longer.
But I don't feel like guys are really closing that hard on him, bro.
No, they are. They definitely are.
He hasn't proven he can make shots. I wouldn't close hard on him.
Well, they're still doing it. I don't know why. Maybe they're seeing the G League highlights every time. They're like, "Yo, let's get the fuck out of here," because he hasn't been doing it in the league. But it's like anytime anyone's in his area, he's like, and it's the form is an issue. But he's starting to get more acclimated to that. Which
I would say this. I would say this about Deuce. If he's making shots, I don't care how he shoots it. He can shoot it. He can shoot it over his head, like for all I care.
Under his legs, and
I wouldn't care.
Shit, because that's the only thing. Like, if you're gonna be in the floor, you can't just be a defender. Like, you gotta bring me both. You gotta bring me both.
I'm looking at Jalen Brunson minutes, bro.
I mean, this is the Tom Thibodeau team, bro. How many
minutes he played tonight?
39.
Almost 40 minutes, bro.
I think RJ played 40 minutes last night. I think Jalen played 30.
I mean, Jalen had to play minutes like that tonight, though, because he was basically trying to soak up some of those RJ minutes.
Yeah.
Because they had him out there with the bench.
Yeah, I remember that. They did play him a lot with the bench. So he did play. Yeah, that's true. Very true.
And then Emmanuel quickly ain't really do nothing, so they had to keep him out there.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why Jalen had to play a lot of minutes with the bench, because you had to run quickly with the starters. So it wasn't like you could just run. You needed.
All right, here we go. Troll in the house.
I haven't even looked. I need to see the chat. Where we at? Who was this? Oh boy, this is Mike. Mike, what's Mike talking about? Who came up with Utah as a state?
You spelled doodoo like dodo. How do you spell doodoo?
Oh man. Quiet. He said I had a great laugh with Jordan Washington. Shout out to Jordan Washington. We did an interview. That's the guy who played Julius in the Pro-Am, the City game. We had him on.
Drop 40 on him or something like that.
Yeah. So he said he had a great laugh with him. Julius's ass is super doodoo. RJ got paid and got quiet. Nah, RJ didn't get quiet. He's damn near averaging 20. You got 3 guys on the team.
He's still the same guy. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is all right. So, what is RJ?
They had to pay him.
Yeah, I mean, you had to pay him, of course. But what is RJ's? How much is he averaging this year?
It's like 20. Last I looked, it was 20.3, but he had a bad game yesterday, so
But he
probably a
also had
little
30
less.
the game before, so it's like he might really look. He's averaging 20.2 points
Okay, so there you go.
on a
He's
team
same
with.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's still averaging 20 on a team with two other guys averaging 20. Who
And the team with a winning record.
yeah, and the team with a winning record. So I mean,
It gotta. There's something good there. That's all I'm saying.
there.
It's
There's
not all
something.
bad.
I mean, you can't. But I see what you're saying. He's the same. Like, I can't say he's the same. RJ, personally, I've seen improvement from RJ. The reason why I can't say he's the same is because you added a whole 20-point per game score on the team, and it didn't affect his points per game. You know what I'm saying? So like 20 as the third best player on your team says a lot. You know what I mean? Like I can't really knock him for scoring 20 and you the third best guy on your team. Like that's first of all, that's not something that you see often. Like,
I mean, how many teams got 20-point scorers?
that's what I'm saying. You don't really see that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mike is crazy. But I do want to see more improvement from RJ. He took a night off. I think he needed a night off. I think every now and then RJ just needs to sit down and just.
What's Mike talking about? He said RJ really Haitian too. What that mean?
I don't know. He just that's why I said Mike is crazy. He just
What's that mean? He
says he's stupid. Mike really wants to be Haitian. He acts like he's not, but whatever. We have this conversation.
Shout out to the Zopound.
Word. Shout out to Zopound. And we're gonna be down here on Tuesday in Orlando, so you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? How you talk about them. They might put a little break in on the team. So shout out to Hartenstein going 100%. Tonight we're going 1 for 1 from the field. In 25 minutes.
15 rebounds.
14 rebounds. I don't know where they gave him that 15. They tried to sneak another one in on him. They was like, yo, he ain't getting no points. You trying to give him a rebound. So I mean he had 2 points, but
you better be grabbing them rebound.
He had that big block.
Yeah, I mean he's trying to step up for Mitch. That's one thing that I do give him credit for trying to do, is to fill in that void that Mitch,
I saw articles say, oh look at this. I saw articles say that they're not using him right. Hartenstein.
To me, what happened to Cat?
I don't know. I guess his signal probably went out.
Shit, he about to be like I got it. My phone is like 5%.
I mean, oh, you good? You going that don't for whatever reason? Them iPhones when they get to 5%, them joints last forever for whatever reason.
I don't got an iPhone though.
Oh, you don't got an iPhone? Oh, you might be in the line.
You got it plugged up or nah?
Nah, cause he
looking around. If he'd have had it, he'd have had it.
You better
nah, I know how I could. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. We got you.
I'm gonna have to switch my position.
So Lonnie said Hart was key today. Yeah, that 14 rebound, and like I said, he's been trying to step in for Mitch. With the trying to fill in for the rebound. I think he only had 4 offensive rebounds, which is what Mitch really brings, is the offensive rebound.
What you mean only? That's a lot of offensive rebounds.
4 offensive rebounds is a lot, but we talking about compared to Mitch. Like Mitch is pretty different when it comes to the offensive rebounding. But yeah, he definitely stepped up with 14 of those things today. We definitely needed it. Mike said Knicks making that 6th seed this year. I
feel like he's playing around, like he's just joking.
No, he's serious. He's serious. I mean, the thing is that doesn't mean much. We still could get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, who's third?
Who's third?
Whoever's third probably going. The thing about the Knicks, though, they could win any game. It just seems like.
Well, now that we got a point guard, there's a lot of games we could win.
Yeah.
All right,
but I think that.
All right, now we good. My angle is weird, but we straight.
So let's just look at this real quick.
Good.
We have the.
Yeah, we would be playing the 76. Oh, well, right now we be playing Milwaukee. We finished. No, we actually beat Milwaukee twice, didn't we?
We beat Milwaukee twice?
I think we
beat them twice, or we beat them once?
I think we beat them. I think we beat them.
7-game series, we get 2, 3, maybe. We can take them to 7.
Yeah, okay.
Shout
I
out,
believe that
shout
when I
You
see
can take
it.
him to 7.
out to
Darnell
really-
Miller, salute.
Hold on.
I'm not saying we're gonna win the series, but we
shout
could.
out to my man Darnell. First of all, we gonna see you on Tuesday. We played the Magic on Tuesday. So shout out Niz, my boy Niz right here. We play you Tuesday. We're gonna be enemies that day. Just for that.
He answered that question. He asked him, did y'all bombs lose?
Nah,
You know,
that's what I was gonna say.
The ultimate
real
troll has entered the chat.
Real
Let's
trolls.
go. Let's get it.
First of all, I don't want you talking until we see what y'all Eagles do in the Super Bowl. Okay, so any trash talk for you is on hold. I will mute you for 10 minutes if you start this bullshit tonight. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Y'all don't have the opportunity to talk that trash yet. You feel me? Like, nah, don't laugh. It's not
laughing
funny.
at you. Word,
It's not funny. Not funny. We gonna wait to see what y'all Eagles do. And I know you want to talk trash, but you don't know yet. So you don't want to put no bad omen on your team. And you out there in Dallas, you better be careful. Better be careful. But anyway, real quick. So yes,
we here.
We here. We're in we're in the 7th seed right now. We are half game back of Miami. Yes, of Miami. And so if we are the 7th seed, if it ended today, we would be playing the Milwaukee Bucks. We might win 1 or 2 games in a series with the Milwaukee Bucks.
We definitely winning 2 against them. We might win 3.
I like the optimism. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do this squad, like you know.
But listen, there's one thing I do know is that we have
hold on. Yo, Biz, you ain't just see y'all ain't just see Bamba get hands put on him the other day.
Oh, I think that's what he was referring to.
What happened in that corner? Like, how'd that start?
That's what he was referring to. He said Mo Bamba from Harlem and played for the Magic. He said all right, I'm done. I ain't gonna talk trash until next Monday. Appreciate you, Dante.
Austin Rivers put hands on that man.
Nah, that was crazy.
What happened?
Yo, so all right. There was a play last night.
It looked like he was all the way in the corner where he shouldn't have been anyway. Like, how did he get all the way over there by the bench?
So this is what I'm saying. So I think he took a shot near the corner. And
they must have tripped him or something.
Nah. Mo Bamba and Markelle Fultz were sitting next to each other. One of them said something and he missed a shot and he looked at them and they both looked at him and said something to him. I don't know what they said, but they said something to him. For some reason, he goes back over there. I don't know when it happened, how it happened, but the clip shows him walking towards that bench. And apparently Mo Bamba either mushes him in his face or he throws a punch or two. But the camera didn't really catch it because they weren't aimed. They weren't looking over there. There was no reason for anyone to be looking over there. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of weren't. They didn't expect anything to happen. So there wasn't cameras rolling. It didn't start rolling until after they saw the commotion. So I think that there was something that happened. He threw hands with him and then they started tumbling and whatever. So
Austin looked like he can't fight for shit.
Austin Rivers.
Yeah, Austin. I was like, is that Austin Rivers or Doc Rivers? I didn't know what was going on.
So Austin Rivers, he apparently went on, I don't know what social media platform it was. I think he either put a story up on Instagram or something like that, saying something about how this is my city. They don't F with you out here. Because he's from, is it Orlando? I think he might be from, he's from somewhere. Look, he's talking about it in the chat because Darnell's from down there. He said, that man from goddamn Windermere talking about Orlando City. It's always like that. It's always like that, bro. Like, this is my city. Why do people ever do this? My city shit.
Like, you from the suburbs, bro.
Like, this is not where you from. My city.
Like you thought that you forgot that we know who your daddy is, bro.
Word, bro. Come on. Cut it out.
Bro. You ain't grow up hard, bro.
Not at all. You did not have a rough life. You was not in them streets. Nothing. Like, bro, cut it out. Like, come on, son.
He
But
did catch him with a crazy hook though.
he did. He said, "Nah, his high school tape was crazy." That Austin Rivers
Yeah,
will
Austin
go
Rivers
down
mixtape is
as
top
probably the
5
best.
all time, bro.
One of the best
Yeah.
high school mixtapes of all time. Him, John Wall, what's the other dude? There was another dude who didn't even make the league. I forgot his name. But
I gotta look at this dude mixtape.
Nah, Austin Rivers, yo, we thought he was gonna come out going crazy, without a doubt. He was doing step backs, like the crazy step back pull up threes in high school. Like people was like, "Yo, how they gonna guard him?" He got to the league, wasn't doing none of that. It was crazy. Oh yeah. John Wall, Carr. What was his first name? Shit. Not Quentin Carr. I feel like something with an A something Carr. Anyway, I'm from first of all, he said Cat be like, I'm from Wagner Projects in Harlem. Dre, have you ever heard me say I'm from Wagner Projects?
I never heard you say you from no project.
Wagner Projects. Yo, you try to violate me, Mike, all the time, bro. And yes, his name was Akil Carr. Akil Carr was the dude's name. Akil Carr. He had a great mixtape. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. Austin Rivers is a step away from not being in the league, so he needs to chill out.
Yeah, he on his way out because everywhere he go, he ain't doing nothing.
He gonna go out. Austin said, "I'm going out fighting.
I'm going out swinging, bro. Like I'm going out swinging. I'm going out swinging."
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you saw Mo Bamba chasing him down like he had his lip like this, and he was on the floor."
Yo, I ain't going front. That whole shit was funny. And then said, if your man's ain't, then Austin Rivers said, if your man's ain't step up, you'd have been choked out and all this. I'm like, yo, come on, Austin, just stop.
Yeah, he need to chill. Then he had.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Right. Didn't Mo Bamba get like 4-game suspension for that?
I think he got a suspension. Yo, there's a lot. And then Dylan Brooks.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks got treated like a hoe.
Yo, did you see that, Drake?
Nah, what happened?
Oh shit!
What I gotta look up?
I think, you gotta look it up.
Yes. With that game with Cleveland.
Yes. So my man went up for the layup.
Yeah.
He got fouled.
He was doing too much. He hit him in the sack.
Hit him in the nuts, and
he threw the ball at him.
Yo.
And then just when he got up, he like twisted him and threw him that way.
He threw him down like a little hoe, bro.
Yeah, I ain't going front. I respect Donovan for that because as soon as he got up,
you got to.
What's wrong with you, yo?
You got to. He ain't get in trouble for that. He ain't get a suspension.
Y'all are wilding in the chat. He said Doc household was never like that.
Izzy, what's good?
Oh shit.
Izzy, there you go. Izzy, what up, baby?
He said, watch Stephen Moody, he from our city too, didn't make the league, but went nuts to Ole Miss, bro. Like 5'9", had crazy hops. I remember that name. I don't know. He said 914 gave Brooks the odd jammy. Yeah. Dylan Brooks earned that one. He definitely earned that one. I ain't going front. I hate
Dylan Brooks.
He
a sucker, bro.
Yeah, I hate dudes who talk a lot of shit and don't ever get what they owed. But because he definitely was the reason why Shannon Sharp had gotten to it with John Morant's father. You know what I'm saying? Because Dylan Brooks
he doing too much out there.
He's always doing something. So I don't know. Like that's just me. I feel like it's one of those dudes that just need to get taught a lesson. Like for sure. But yeah, man, I don't really have much. What else? We was talking about
Mike Biz and Darnell sounding like NBA historians and shit before the players come in the league, knowing everybody's names.
He said Brooks is straight kitty. Yo, son, too tight ass braids.
On this joint, it looked like he said something about a tight ass. I was like, oh, then you see the braids. I'm like, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Anyway, real quick, even if we get into the 6th seed and we don't have to worry about the play-in, We still got to play Philly. Now, seeing as
You
though
think Brooklyn going to start winning now? They got Dinwiddie.
nah, they dropping.
You think they dropping?
They dropping.
I mean, when is KD coming back?
KD doesn't come back for another week, I think.
I think they'll be all right.
I don't think they're gonna keep up what they're doing now, because at one point they had Kyrie and KD, and then when KD went out, they had Kyrie.
You know, and KD, remember when KD didn't have Kyrie? He was like, "What the hell y'all expect me to do?"
He was like, "What y'all expect me to do?" He literally said that. Literally.
But I mean,
look at the team I got.
Dinwiddie is more talented than Dinwiddie's talented, put it like that. So maybe you know he could do some things with Spencer out there.
Any team with KD is gonna be a playoff team, but I feel like we might be battling with them for a 6th seed. I'll say that. I think that's possible. I don't think they're gonna stay in the 4th seed spot. I think Cleveland might overtake them at some point. I mean, Cleveland already has more wins than them, so I just think once Brooklyn settles and that team, they're trying to figure out what that team is without Kyrie. It's different when you don't have a point guard that of the alpha Kyrie, of course. But
would you trade KD if you were them?
I would get what I could for him now.
I would trade. Why would you trade? Oh, you think he's leaving anyway?
Absolutely.
I mean,
somebody was like the Knicks that they should ship him to the Knicks or something. I was like, why would they? It would just be a mess. He said too much bad shit about the Knicks. Somebody was
same thing with Kyrie. They were like, "Yo, like, would you take Kyrie?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would love Kyrie," but at this point, that's not happening. That is not happening.
It's ship and sail. I'm glad he's in Dallas. It might be a good thing.
Mm-hmm. What is KD's contract? Let me see.
Yeah, he tried to bounce, and they was like, "No, we won't keep y'all."
Who, KD?
Yeah, he was trying to. Remember the offseason? He was like, "I want out." And
right. But this is why I would trade him though, because it's like you already know he doesn't 100% want to be here.
Right. Well, now that Kyrie's going, he might be changing his tone. I think he wanted to play with Kyrie, and then he was like, "Yo." Then he was LeBron was right. This dude is crazy.
Oh, actually, nah. He just re-signed. He's He's not an unrestricted free agent until he is 38 years old in 20.
Yeah, he signed an extension.
Yeah, he's bugging. He better stay. It's gonna be him, Ben Simmons, and Dinwiddie.
Damn, Kyrie did my man dirty.
And
Ben Simmons
and KD had no idea. KD was like, "What? Who wanted to get traded?"
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, you see what you see what LeBron tweeted, because it was all said that he was going to LA.
Yeah, LeBron said, maybe it's me.
Maybe it's me. I don't think they care. Joe Tsai already said that it was. Yo, what up, Malik?
You seen that? They said they wasn't trading him where he wanted to go.
Right, I wouldn't trade him where he wanted to go. Send him to Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, he only got a year. I mean, he only got a year left, right?
Yo, yeah, Brooklyn probably like this. Oh,
he was up for an extension.
Finally got rid of this dude.
Yo, bro,
he was trying to get an extension.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I know
he wanted the max, bro. Did you see the meme where it said how many games he played? Was that y'all that sent it in the chat? It said, well, his tenure in Brooklyn, he played 150 something games
and missed 141.
And missed 141.
Mm-hmm. Nah, this is facts. Lonnie says Spence is nice. He just can't stay healthy. It's facts.
Yeah, Spence is nice.
I've been saying I wanted Spencer when we had the whole point guard thing. I wanted Spencer.
Yeah, I mean that was something I was saying on here. I'm like, I would love Spencer Dinwiddie.
But
people were like, I don't want Spencer because he talks shit about the Knicks. I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of that shit. And if he's here, he's gonna play. That's it. Anybody who's ever talked shit about New York, if they got traded here, they would love playing here because of just playing in Madison Square Garden. Guarantee you, they would love playing here. But if it was their first choice, of course they wouldn't choose to go to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But they would love the opportunity to play in Madison Square Garden every other night. Why wouldn't they want to do that? You know what I'm saying? And possibly bring them to a championship or playoff contention. Because you got to look at it now. Now, the fact that we have Jalen Brunson, who can make, I don't care what, sidebar, I don't care what game it is, you need to have somebody in there who's going to be able to take a shot at the end of the game, other than Julius Randle setting it up. I don't want to see Julius Randle setting it up. You have a point guard for a reason. This is why you ain't got him. You know what I'm saying? So if he's gonna be taking the last shot, let Jalen set him up. But Julius setting it up, he's gonna get 90 jab steps until there's 3 seconds left on the clock. And then at that point, there's a double team there. Every single time. Like this happens all the time. So I think Jalen Brunson adds a different dynamic to this team in the playoffs. Other than last time we was in the playoffs, who was our point guard? Elfrid Payton. And then we ended up sitting him finally, once we got all the way to the playoffs, we sit him.
That was the dumbest thing. That was when that's when Tibbs lost me.
Yeah, like you get to the playoffs and then you sit him. Like you don't even like just bring him off the bench. You completely sit the guy. Just stupid. Just didn't make sense. So this is what I'm saying. This is the first time we back in there. We have a guard we can actually trust, who can actually make it.
Xavier Marshall said, "Do you think Kyrie resigns with the Mavs, or you think he does them dirty because he's
he's doing them dirty?
He's doing them dirty. Kyrie Irving is the kind of guy that wants to go where he wants to go.
But yeah, who knows with Kyrie though? Like he might just, you know what he might do though, bro?
He doing them
he
dirty.
Might stay because he wants the extension. You know what I mean? Like you just,
I think he going wherever he getting that max.
But yeah, he's wherever the money is, that's where he's gonna go. That's just. You just don't know what Kyrie, bro. He really is. He's a loose cannon, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think anybody in the history of the league besides like maybe Dennis Rodman been more unpredictable.
Than who? Than what's
than Kyrie?
Than Kyrie? No, absolutely not.
So to answer your question, Xavier, I have no fucking clue.
You said what? You wouldn't?
I said I have no clue.
Oh yeah, you have no clue. Yeah. I don't have a clue. But I personally, I don't think he does because Kyrie just strikes me as a guy that does things on his own time and he doesn't want to do anything that someone else thinks he should do. Like he's gonna go where he wants to go. So I think at some point he's gonna be like, all right, y'all know the deal. It depends on how good they it actually depends on how good they play together, which I don't think they're gonna play well together.
Yeah, you know it's weird too though, bro. Like, like all that stuff that Kyrie be talking about, all the stuff that he care about. Like now he goes to Dallas. I guess you could say his number one wingman is this European dude from another country. Like all this shit that Kyrie be talking about, all these fights that he be taking on. Luka don't care about none of this. Luka don't care about none of this. He like, yo, I'm not even from here, bro.
Word.
So you gotta so at least like he had a guy like KD who could understand at least, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The shit that he's saying. If he would have went to LA, he got a guy like LeBron who could probably sympathize with him. Luka don't care about none of this. Luka like, yo, let's just play ball, bro.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, like
you don't cry if you don't play good.
Like Mike said, Luka and Harden the same player. I think the difference though with Luka and Harden, I think the problem that everybody had with Harden is that Harden didn't work hard, and everyone saw that. Everybody saw that Harden wanted to play and not work. He wanted to go and be a little baby. He wanted to be in the studio. He wanted to be at a strip club. I think Luka is a workhorse. He's in the gym all the time. I think that will resonate with Kyrie. I think Kyrie would see how much he enjoys and actually loves the game of basketball. And will respect.
But do Kyrie love the game of basketball?
I think Kyrie does love the game of basketball because he had multiple opportunities to walk away from the game, but he keeps proving that he wants to play basketball. So
is he proving that he wants to play basketball, or is he proving that he want to keep getting paid to play basketball?
Nah, I think it's a play basketball thing. I think he's a basketball dude. Like we're talking about a dude who used to walk around like everywhere dribbling the ball with a plastic bag, like inside a plastic bag. Like he loves the game of basketball, bro. He still to this day trains to become better. Like he's gotten better over the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing things we haven't seen over the past 2 years. That's a sign of somebody that loves the game of basketball. Even while he was going through the shit he was going through, he was still in the gym more than James Harden was. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not doubting how much he loves the game of basketball. I do think I doubt how much he cares about the organization of basketball and the organizations inside of basketball and what they mean and how they're reflected. I think that's a big thing for Kyrie because his point of view on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think there will be something with him and Luka that they'll be able to figure out, and I think they'll be able to make that work. I think they can make it work. Though, be honest with you, don't get me wrong, they're not gonna play no defense, neither one of them, but they're gonna love scoring. They're gonna love scoring. I guarantee you, they're gonna have a 150-point game. That's coming without a doubt. They're gonna put buckets up. They can't be guarded. Neither one of them can be guarded. So there should be no reason they have a fucking problem doing anything.
That's about it. But they gotta play D. They got Reggie Bullock. Did you see they lineup? Reggie Bullock is like the power forward though.
I'm fine with that if you got Luka.
Oh my god, yeah.
What?
the comment section.
So he became a Black Panther, came back. Imagine he would handle it. Yo, nah, y'all are on one today. Y'all definitely on one today. Y'all definitely on one. Yeah, Mike,
that's crazy, bro. Nah, you're not lying, bro.
He said, imagine Huey P would handle. That's funny. That is funny.
Said my man became a Black Panther, yeah.
He came back balling. Oh man, listen, we clearly ran this course tonight. I like what the Knicks are doing. Hopefully they continue doing it. I like to see Kyrie ball. Now that he's definitely not on Brooklyn, I can root for Kyrie again. So I want to see him do well over there in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? He's not on Brooklyn, so still fuck KD. You know what I mean? What it is. But I like seeing these kind of trades. The league gets boring. It takes like 2 years for it to get boring with everybody on the same team. So every other year, I like to see a big change that, you got to worry about a whole new team and it changes the structure. Because now with Kyrie Irving, teams were already worried about Luka Doncic in the East, in the West. But now you got to add Kyrie Irving to that mix. You think that the Warriors are not worried now? If you think that all of those teams in the LeBron putting out, maybe it's me. You don't think these guys are worried that Luka will be playing with Kyrie Irving? Like, I think it's going to be a very, very fun thing to see over there.
It'll be fun. I just wonder how Kyrie gonna feel when Luka always got the ball.
Luka does average a lot of assists, though.
Very ball dominant.
But I will say this. I said to my boy a few weeks ago, me and him was having a discussion about Luka. He said Luka dominates the ball and you can't win like that. And I said, I think that Luka needs somebody who he respects. And if you get him somebody who he respects, that's when we gonna find out what Luka really is. So we got him a guy who's all world just like he is.
Yeah.
So now let's see what happens.
We got him a guy who's possibly more skilled than he is.
Yeah. So if he can't figure it out with Kyrie, maybe Luka is not as good as we think he is. Or maybe Kyrie is the problem.
Yeah, I think this is a test for both of them. Now that you mentioned
absolutely. 100%, bro.
How is Kyrie the issue or is Luka the issue? Or if they can make this work, then maybe they just needed to be surrounded by the right people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we've seen Kyrie when he's surrounded by the right people before. And we've seen him when he's not. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just as simple as that. I think I just want to see how well that plays out. But anyway, Dre, any last words?
Let's go Knicks.
That's it. So you got?
Man. I don't care what they doing over there in Brooklyn. I hope they lose all the rest of it. What I want Dallas to beat the Lakers every time if they play them any more time. I just want the Lakers to keep losing.
I mean, that's gonna happen. You kind of know.
But I think Brooklyn is still gonna look out. I think Dinwiddie's nice. But I want to get 6 seed. That's all.
Right.
When's the next game? We play Thursday. No, wait, that ain't the next.
Tuesday.
We play Tuesday.
Orlando.
We got Orlando
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
That's an interesting game too. By the way.
Because they playing ball now. Like they playing like they trying to do something.
Listen,
Banchero is
let's not do this.
He's a serious dude. I think he got a bright future. That kid.
Yeah.
Paolo is legit.
I mean, he's a Dookie. He's a Blue Devil. I'm always gonna have love for him. All my Blue Devils. Same thing with Austin Rivers. Bum ass. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Orlando doesn't do too much. They could take a little chill pill on Tuesday. Then we got Philly again on Friday. So I know Philly's gonna want to get his back for that one, and we're playing them in their arena, which is not gonna be fun. Then we got Utah at home, who's been hot. On Saturday.
And Brooklyn again.
And then we got Brooklyn again on Monday.
Most likely with a healthy KD.
With a healthy KD and Spencer Dinwiddie. So, they're gonna be they got a point to prove. So the next 4 games look fun. Looks fun, man.
Is there a KD trade that makes sense? I've heard
absolutely.
I've heard some Phoenix grumbles, but I don't know. I don't know if that.
I mean, we can go back to the Portland ones. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some Portland trades that they can make. I wouldn't put it past them to try to make an Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant trade for KD and to throw some picks in there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. Of course, the Phoenix ones, they got a bunch of pieces. You know what I'm saying? To make a move for KD. There's a lot of teams that are on that cusp of winning that can make a trade for KD and can risk losing certain guys. So we'll see. I mean, I've even heard Knicks talking to Phoenix for what's this? The Woodray, the guy that you want.
Crowder.
Jay Crowder. Yeah. Which would be cool. You know what I'm saying? We need those kind of guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, Beasley, those kind of guys, we need that. But I don't see a trade for us that's like a big trade. Knicks win +7 against Magic. Julia Randle for 22 and 13. Hopefully with the dub, Dame and KD would be nice. Yeah, I think that would be nice. I mean, they've been trying to. I've heard them like flirting the idea of playing with each other for years now. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I think that would be crazy. For both of them to go to the Western Conference would be crazy. In that way,
I don't know if that happens though.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't think it happens right now, not before the deadline. I do think in the summertime they will try to figure something out if KD tells them, "Yo, trade me." Especially KD got 4 more years. 1, 2, 3 more years on this deal. Yeah,
that's all Dame needs. Dame been out there with a bum squad for a while. He's been loyal and all that.
Staying loyal. Man, I don't know. And what are they right now in the West? Portland is 11th. They would love KD over there.
And they fell off. What the hell happened? Remember, they was up there and like
they were up there, top. Right? But now they're 26.
The West is brutal, bro.
They're 20. No, they're under 500. That's why they're 26 and 27.
Wow.
That's what I said. They're not going. KD
it's
and
crazy.
They ain't going to do.
They're 26 and 27. Golden State is 27 and 26, and Golden State is an 8th seed.
Wow. Bro, that's why I was telling people, like, if you think that, like, I know a lot of Knicks fans feel like the Knicks should have I know a lot of Knicks fans feel like the Knicks should have a couple more wins, and they probably should. But like, have you looked at the records around the league?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
wins are hard to come by, bro.
Yeah, it's really. My bad. I just happened to look at this thing here, and it's like Dallas. You know, with Kyrie just win, they 28 and 26, and they're 6th in the East, in the West. That's crazy.
It looked like the record over there looked like the East record used to look like.
Right. Because between the 6th seed,
look at the Lakers, bro. I love it.
Yo, between the 6th seed and the 11th seed, it's only separated by a game and a half.
The Lakers is the 3rd worst in the West.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Wins are hard to come by, yo. Appreciate every Knick win. And
bro, this is crazy.
try not to frown at the record, bro. Like, because all these teams are struggling to get wins.
If we was in the West, where would we be? We'd be what? 10?
Have we ever seen records like this? I can't
29,
remember.
26.
Hold on, go scroll down. Let me see. If we were 29 and
can't.
26 in the West, what
We would be we'd be around in the same spot.
We'd be in 6, 7.
We'd be
Yeah.
in 6. We'd be in 6.
Yeah,
Tied-
I can't remember. Can you remember a season, bro?
No, actually tied with Phoenix. 29 and 26. This is it 29.
Oh wow. We'd be
Yeah,
5.
can you remember?
That's
Can y'all remember a season where all the records just look like this?
nope.
Nah, it used to be real
Nope.
lopsided. Like all the winning teams was winning, and then the losing teams.
Yeah.
I was watching. I want to send this
This
video
is
to
how
you
it's
guys.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be tight. I'm sorry, Kat.
Right. Now go ahead.
I'm just saying it's supposed to look like that. You know, when you have those teams where you don't like Memphis is turning things upside down. Sacramento's not supposed to be that good. Utah is not supposed to be that good. Well, they got Utah.
Yeah,
Utah,
Mike Biz. That's what I was hearing. I heard the Suns really want to make a push for KD.
Utah's 10. I thought they
Utah
were
was
better.
killing in their 10th right now, 27 and
Right.
27.
Bro, it's hard out here, man. That's what I'm
Crazy.
saying. All you Knicks fans who are mad, listen, just look around the league. It's hard to get wins, man.
It's crazy because like I was saying, there's a dude, I forgot the name of his YouTube. I'm gonna send it to you guys in the chat. But he makes these videos every now and then. Jimmy Hot Roller. And he made a video recently about how the league is just starting to catch up to itself. Like everyone is starting to be good. So like the difference between the bad teams and the good teams is like this. So that's why you see so many lead changes. You see teams lose leads. You see teams get leads and lose them. Like it happens so easily now because the talent level in the league is really like starting to level out.
And we got Orlando on Tuesday. Like that's not a given.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just win that game. No.
Yeah, we got to go in and beat them.
We got to go beat that squad. Like that's not gonna be.
These young teams, these young kids are playing hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of these games you lose, it'll be some kid you don't know their name. They come out there, they firing. These kids could shoot now.
Yep. It's different. And that's the thing. Like you look at an OKC team. Like what is OKC's record? My bad. Let me put that back up here real quick.
That's a good. I was just thinking about them, bro. You reading my mind.
With LA.
OKC.
Yeah, they OKC
killing, and they are 25 and 27 right now.
But do you want to play them?
No, I don't.
Exactly, bro.
What I'm saying.
Aren't you glad that we don't got to see those guys again?
Crazy, bro. That team, that was the worst loss for us this entire year. I don't want to see that team again. And we're talking about a team that's the 4th worst team in the Western Conference, and I don't want to see them again.
We need another 8-game winning streak. That's what we need.
But it just shows like how close are we then, guys? You feel me? Like that's why I want to bring that question up again. Like
and look at the Raptors, bro. The Raptors still can't get out of their own way.
Right.
But ain't you happy you don't got to see them?
Come on. Raptors are 25 and 30, and they have our number.
And they beat us twice, right?
But
no, they beat us
3 times.
3-4 times.
Yeah, ain't you happy you don't got to see that team again, bro?
Like, come on. And this is what I'm saying.
It's hard, bro.
I would rather see Philly 7 times than the Raptors 7 times. You see what I'm saying? Like I would rather.
7-game series, we losing both, but so
I mean, clearly. But the Raptors have our number, and it's like that for teams who don't surround themselves around a star. Like they just band together and win. That's not the kind of team you want playing us. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather go against Philly because you're gonna have an equal problem, or sometimes like you try to run too much offense through Harden and Embiid, they're gonna fall off throughout the game.
Plus, what makes it really difficult with Toronto is they start like 4 guys that are 6'9".
Yeah,
it's just for the Knicks, who, like we spoke about, are kind of small on the perimeter.
Yep.
It's hard for the Knicks to play against that team.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see what it would look like if we had OG.
I really hope they make that move, especially for three draft picks. Like in any other trade scenario, is OG worth 3 draft picks? Probably not. But for this team, you make that move. Kind of like the same thing with the Donovan Mitchell trade. Was that a great trade for Cleveland? Hell no. But that's the trade that
I think it was.
Nah, I think they kind of gave up a lot for just Donovan Mitchell.
That guy is great though. You already know how I
Yeah,
feel
but this
about
is what I'm saying. That's a player that you can risk that loss with. It's like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, but
it's
I
not
don't
like
think we'd be where we are even if we had Donovan. I feel like we'd be in the 7th, 8th seed. I don't think it would have made that big of a difference.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
So, dude, we'd have gave up everybody, bro.
Who's everybody?
Teammates.
Hold on, who's everybody?
It would have been Grimes. It would have been at least
Grimes. I think they were talking about quickly. I think Obi. We'd have lost like draft picks. They were talking about like 8 players, like 8.
Right.
Like
now,
mad draft picks. We would have no future.
You still have Jalen. You still have Randall. You still have RJ in that. Well, you might not even have RJ in there.
I don't know. They would have. RJ Barrett was in the middle of that trade. I think that was one of the joints.
So
they didn't want to give up Grimes.
It would have been a good starting lineup, but a lot of the secondary guys that make this team click, like Grimes and a lot, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have that there on that roster. It would have been those 3 guys.
But if you let Knicks fans tell it, we got guys that should be playing. So we would just have to play those guys.
We probably wouldn't have had
that. That's why we don't let Knicks fans tell it.
If you let Knicks fans tell it, right, it wouldn't have mattered because Evan would have been in the rotation. Derrick Rose would have been in the rotation.
Right.
What's Cam Reddish would have been in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, I would have made the trade, bro. I think Donovan's that good. He had a team that I thought wasn't that good in Utah.
As the Knicks
had that team in it. What happened?
As the Knicks, you would have made the trade.
Yeah, I would have made the trade.
Of course,
100%.
Of course. What all I'm saying is, I don't know if that team would have just been as good as we are right now, given all.
I think they would have been.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they would have been. I think it would be better.
Possible, yeah.
I really believe he would have been better. I believe he's that good, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. He can't play 48 minutes a game. That's my only point.
Well, you know Derrick Rose, Evan Fournier, all these guys who Knicks fans pumping up would have had to step up, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm not believing that just yet. I can't believe that. These are guys who can't even crack the rotation. That's why I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. How much minutes are they getting on any other team in the league? Those guys that you name.
I mean, I think Fournier is a rotation player in the NBA, 100%, bro.
He's getting more than 17 minutes a game.
15 a game, I would say. 15 a game is a. I think he's a rotation player, 100%. I think Derrick Rose. I think he got to a slow start, and Tibbs just said, "I've seen enough." But I think that he's still a rotation player. I didn't see enough samples. I didn't see enough sample size this year to say that he's not. Like we've seen him.
What you get from D Rose is what you get from D Rose. And the thing about Tibbs saw D Rose in his prime, and he looking at him now like this dude.
But we know he's not that guy no more, though.
Yeah, but you know,
I felt like he got to a slow start this year, and then Tibbs benched him. But I don't feel like we had seen what would have been the best of Derrick Rose had he kept playing.
Yeah, but you weren't going to get more. What was he going to average? 14, 15 points? Maybe that was what he was.
We love McBride, right? He would have been in the rotation because he'd have still been here.
Yeah, but McBride is taking Rose's minutes because he's younger and he could play back and he could shoot the 3.
No, I'm saying if we made the trade, though, McBride probably would be in the rotation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it would have worked out. There's a possibility that they just probably wouldn't have been that good. But at the end of the day, you put those two, the way he's playing.
I think they'd have been great, bro. With this version of Julius, bro, Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, that's a hell of a big 3, bro. You figure the rest out, yo. You get the 3 guys and you figure the rest out, man. I've been saying that forever.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. I'm not disagreeing. On that. I'm not disagreeing. Like I said, I would have made the trade if it was up to me. You know what I mean? But they just couldn't at that point. They just couldn't make the trade. I don't know why. I don't even know if there was a real possibility. I still don't know if Danny Ainge was really gonna make the trade.
That's true too.
You know what I mean, I still don't know that. Right. But all I'm saying is, at this point, 3 draft picks for OG Anunoby. You're not giving up any players in this deal. Even if you do, you're giving up a guy who doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? And Cam Reddish or whoever. I'm cool with making that deal. You know what I mean? It just gives us an opportunity to bolster our lineup, get a little bit more length, some defense on this team, and that's really what we need. But we'll see what happens between now and the deadline. If we make an OG trade or if we make a trade for a role player like a Jay Crowder or a Malik Beasley. So just keep your eyes and ears open. We'll see what we have. Ooh, that's a big point. Randall would have 10 to 15 less shots if we had Donovan.
I don't think that 10 to
I would
15.
I'm not gonna say 15. 15 might be a stretch. 5 to 10. I'm saying 5 to 10, which is still a good amount. Still a good amount. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. 5 to 10 less shots from Julius might be a good thing. That might be very welcome. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, we'll see what happens by the deadline on Thursday at 2-3 o'clock, I believe it is, or 4 o'clock, whatever. We'll see. But until next time, man, y'all have a good one. Maybe see you guys on Tuesday. I'm not making any promises anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on. We guess we'll see who's available and what the day is looking like. But we might see you guys.
I'm available.
Yeah, I know that usually
we gotta talk. We gotta talk off air. I'm available though.
All right, but Dre, I know your thing is usually the weekend because you work during that. You work at night during the week, so
yeah, that's what it
that's
depends.
try to get some shows on.
If we play a West Coast game and it's late, I could probably catch y'all.
Okay,
if it's not,
say that then. Say that then. That sounds good.
Wait, who we playing? Orlando, we got next. That's the East Coast game, right?
Julius went 9 for 29 tonight.
He was 1 for 8 for 3.
I know he didn't shoot well tonight, but I still thought he made an impact. He had 2 big shots down the stretch too.
He definitely did. Yeah, he definitely had it. Yeah, no, he was 8 for 19 tonight. Okay, he was 8 for 19 tonight. He must be talking about somebody else. But anyway, that's it. Y'all have a good one. Till next time. Peace.